As a mom, you're used to being able to fix things, especially when they're younger, and make all their worries go away. This was totally different. Her entire life changed all at once. It was home life, it was school, it was soccer, church, boyfriend, everything at one time. She felt like she had no control over her life, and her food intake was the one thing that she could control.
On the bad days, I just wouldn't have anything and just suffer through the whole day, and you have a constant bully with you. It's inside of you and connected to you, and you can't get away from it. I'm used to pushing through soccer games. I'm not used to not even having enough energy to make it through a school day where you're sitting at a desk. That was really scary for me.
She wasn't giving her body the fuel that it needed to be an athlete. It angered me. I think that if I had felt sad for her, felt sympathy, I would have been too nice. I would have been too quiet. I began to notice her getting pushed around on the field and getting tired really fast and falling down easily, which was that never happened to her. She was the strong, like, center mid, could knock anyone over.
She was really like a skeleton. She had got down so low, and she was so weak, and it was painful for her physically and emotionally. And it's difficult as a mom to watch that and see that.
I guess it was in the doctor's office when they told me that I was going to the hospital. I just remember them telling me the news, and they left the room, and I just started crying because it shouldn't have gotten this far. I didn't mean for it to get this far.
She was like in this really vulnerable spot where she is this actual pile of bones on a hospital bed, concerned if her organs were working correctly. I think when that part finally set in, it was kind of a, oh yeah, I can't get around this one. Like, we have got to figure this out. I think some of the hardest work that we put in was after the hospital.
She wanted to reach other kids that were going through this, and in the process, it really ended up helping her. She started a blog as part of her recovery, and that was really the turning point.
3 or 4 blogs, and it got to the point where she really started to get vulnerable and started to tell a story.
Every time I tell my story, it's freeing. Accepting the fact that, hey, I went through this, instead of trying to hide it, embracing it and embracing what I've done.
For Eryn to realize that change is a good thing, as long as you harness it and really embrace it, and it's really wonderful to see what can come of it.
It's just almost like everything else that comes my way, I've really learned that I can get through it. I was literally dying, and now I'm like the best version of myself living. How could I have come out of that and be this now?